Let's get into another AEW Dynamite and Collision. First off, Knight speaks about what he did on Saturday, which all he said was that Darby let him down. You had Speedball come out and try and talk him into doing the right thing and apologizing, and Knight wasn't feeling that, so he gave him an ass whipping. In my book, Speedball should have texted him. All weekend, Speedball was just dropping the F word after it happened. Should have just texted him. Could have avoided the ass whipping. Still had your championship match. Coming up next week, by the way, Speedball versus Knight for the TBS title. Jericho and Ricochet, just ready for them to put this to bed, and I guess they finally did. This is a good match. They both look great in this. I was at the end, as Jericho started to celebrate, Ciampa came out. I'm guessing Ciampa just sits in the back and is just like, whose ass do I have to kick next? Who's on the list? They should play that as this begins, Ciampa having his own list. Then we move into this four-way match. You got Rush, Cage, Cassidy, and Rush. You got basically the Bull, a heavy hitter, Comedy Central, and a guy on Demon Time. Man, this was going well, I felt like. I liked the chemistry with Cassidy and Rush. It was pretty funny. I knew what to expect out of Rush and Gage, but I really especially liked them. Now, midway the match, you had the conglomeration come out. You had the Don Callis family come out. And that took pretty much Cassidy and Gage away, so it left it down to Rush and Rush. Not gonna lie, while I like both stars, I was disappointed. Talking to my homie on my nerd shit, like, over the weekend, he even said, like, with this gimmick, Rush shouldn't be losing as much, and man, I felt it when he lost this match. I love Rush, I love his gimmick, but let's get some dubs on his little tally sheet, you know what I mean? MJF, talking his shit in a celebration. I like how he was rocking the Triple B, but then dragged the regular title around in the back. But anyway, talking his regular shit. He's a generational talent. 3 times before 30, he's gotten a title, blah, blah, blah. Briscoe comes out, interrupts, saying he wants a shot. He fucking crashes that idea, does not care about it. Rush comes out and starts to say it needs to be him. And I like what Rush said. He says, it's funny, he's a chicken farmer, but you're chicken shit. So, that had me rolling, man. But I guess we'll see Rush and MJF next week. Cage and Cope playing the pose, since they won the titles or whatnot, trying to bring that old thing back. Cope was even handing out Polaroid cameras explaining how to use them to people. But the only thing people got a picture of was the dog just beating the crap out of him. Cope got his head popped open by a damn Finlay with that shillelagh, and then they tried to break Cage's hand. So they struck a pose at the end, which was pretty funny. Ty J in action for less than 5 minutes versus, I think it's Allie Ketch and Ava Everett. Nothing really to see here. Divine Dominion wound up taking care of them in the back, though. So we'll see them, do their qualification match next week, and hopefully they pass. I'm tired of all these 5 minutes qualification tag women's matches. Castioli and Brody King for the Owen Hart tournament. This did not disappoint. I was wondering who Swerve was going to face. Was he going to face Castioli? That would have been dope. Or they're just going it back with Brody King. They wound up running it back with Brody King. This is a great match, though. 2 heavy hitters. It could have went either way. But in the end, King definitely wants that get back on Swerve after what happened to Bandito this last week. Mark Davis versus Jungle Jack Perry. Thank you, Mark. I'm glad you came out on top on this. I hate Jack Perry. It's not going to change. But this match was good. Both brought their A game to it. Jack has some great moments too. I'm not going to deny that. I just don't like him. So, but Mark Davis came out on top on this. So that's what we want. Will Ospreay and the Death Riders versus the Rascals. This was great. Myron, y'all need to take special care of him because it seemed like he got the brakes beat off him this week. It was nice seeing that camaraderie with Will Ospreay and the Death Riders, especially like packing this match. At one point, he was taking out all 3 of the Rascals on his own for a hot minute. So, but yeah, dope match. Nothing bad to say here. Andrade and Ace Austin cooked too. I didn't see this on the card, so this was just probably thrown in there. But this was a great match. Ace Austin did his damn thing. Andrade pulling a girl out of the crowd into the main part of the stage, which was pretty crazy. Snapping a picture, and then after that, it was done. Tao coming out towards the end, explaining himself, whatever. Obviously, he chose Don Callis over friendship with Takeshita. I look forward to the rivalry they have. And then you have Takeshita aligning himself with the conglomeration. I don't know how I feel about it, but I do feel like we'll get some more comedic moments. Takeshita outside of the ring, I've seen him do karaoke and all types of shit, so we may see some shenanigans go on with him aligning with the conglomeration right now. I know y'all heard of Absolute Batman, but this is absolute banger. Man, I enjoyed these matches. Sheeta and Statlander went at it. Stats promo before said, when she cracked me with that kendo stick, I liked it.
Oh.
Oh man. But the match, I mean, Statlander is back after doing, I think, those lights or whatever that Sheeta hit her with. Sort of had her all bloodied up on the back. Sheeta looked like she got a little nugget on her head too from it, man. Yeah, man, they went at it. In the end, Stat finished it off just how Sheeta started it this past Sunday with a kendo stick. Another solid showing of AEW. It felt like we had a lot more promos. I'm guessing to make up for, I think, last weekend not having a Collision. They gave us an hour last week and an hour this week, and they are planning on having Collision this Saturday, regular time. So, yeah, it's a lot of wrestling, a lot of stuff going on, but I think it was pretty solid. How y'all feel about it?